Are you 65, 70, or even older, with little to no savings, feeling like it might be too late to turn things around? You need to hear this. In this soul-stirring and empowering video, I, a 80-year-old man who once had nothing saved for retirement, hard-won wisdom, and the practical, life-changing investments you can still make today to build wealth, not just financially, but in health, joy, and peace. It's not about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about getting rich in what truly matters, and yes, creating financial stability, even after 70. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 rules to getting rich at old age. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs hope today. Your next chapter can still be your best chapter. I was 70 years old, and I don't have a retirement fund. Not a dime saved up when I hit this age. Some would call that failure. But I call it a beginning, because here's what they don't tell you about getting older. It's not over until it's over. You see, I've been through it all. Layoffs, bankruptcy, health scares, starting over. I've worked jobs where I was overlooked, underpaid, and underestimated. I wasted years thinking it was too late, until one day I decided it wasn't. So if you're sitting there wondering if you can still build wealth at 60, 70, even 80, listen close, because I'm going to walk you through what I've learned, step by step, not from theory, but from life, my story at 70. With nothing, my first rule: invest in yourself. First, invest in yourself. First, you are the asset. At this stage, your greatest investment is not a stock or a savings plan. It's you. Learn something new. Get online. Learn how to market a skill. Learn how to write, speak, fix, teach, consult, drive, or sell. I taught myself how to use a smartphone at 68. At 70, I built a small income doing voice recordings for audiobooks. Who would have thought? You don't need to be fancy. You just need to believe you're still capable. Every dollar you put into your growth, books, courses, health, pays dividends. Education never ends. Even at 70, I picked up a book at the library. Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl changed my life. I began reading 1 book a week. Biographies, finance, health, faith. I didn't know what would stick, but I knew I had to keep learning. Ask yourself this: when was the last time you learned something new just for you? It's not too late to be curious. It's not too late to grow. You are not behind. You're just not planted in the right soil yet. My second rule: find your late life earning power. It's their late life earning power. Refers to the ability of older adults, those in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, to continue generating income, build financial independence, and even start new careers or businesses later in life. Despite age, this earning potential still exists, often untapped, underestimated, or dismissed by society, and even by older individuals themselves. Here's what it truly means and why. It's there for seniors. I know it sounds impossible, but hear me. There are more ways to earn in this modern world than ever before, and many don't require youth. They require wisdom. You can drive part-time, sell handcrafted items, tutor young folks, start a YouTube channel, record your stories, teach others how to survive tough times, write an ebook. What you know someone needs. The internet has become the great equalizer. You don't need a resume. You need courage. Late life earning power isn't about grinding. It's about leveraging. Leverage your story. Leverage your scars. Leverage your calm. You don't need a second career. You need a second chance, and you have it right now. My third rule: cut deep and live light. Simplicity is power. When I realized I had no retirement, I downsized, sold things I didn't need, let go of ego, canceled subscriptions, moved into a smaller place, walked instead of drove. I made my life so light, I could carry it with me anywhere. Every penny I didn't spend became fuel for my comeback. Don't be afraid to let go. The tighter you hold on to comfort, the harder it is to grow. Live simple. Dream big. Rule No. 4. Turn wisdom into income. Your experience is valuable. You've lived through storms, mistakes, miracles. You've buried loved ones, built things, broken things, started again. That experience, it's a goldmine. Share your story. Speak in churches, mentor in your community, offer advice online, consult part-time, start a podcast, interview others. People pay for guidance, for clarity, for real, lived wisdom. And that, my friend, is something only age can give. Wisdom is not just knowledge, it's refined experience. You've lived, you've failed and succeeded, loved and lost, raised families, balanced bills, survived sickness, adapted to change, and maybe even buried dreams. But all of that, it didn't disappear. It became wisdom, and wisdom is valuable. More than you've been told. In today's world, people aren't just paying for products, they're paying for picked perspective, mentorship, guidance, storytelling, stability. You don't need a degree from Harvard, you have a PhD in life. But who would pay for my experience? Let me ask you, have you raised children successfully? Young parents will pay to learn how. Have you managed money, built a small business, or retired early once? People want your path. Have you survived illness, grief, or addiction? Others are in it now, and searching for light. What you take for granted, someone else is praying for. 5 ways to turn wisdom into income. 1. Become a coach or mentor. Life coaching, career coaching, emotional support. You've walked miles younger folks haven't. Help them cross bridges you've already built. You're not too old to teach, you're just experienced enough to do it well. 2. Start a blog, podcast, or YouTube channel. Talk about your life, lessons, recipes, repairs, relationships, whatever you know best. People are craving authenticity. They want real stories from real people. That's you. You don't need a million followers, you just need to reach the right few. 3. Offer consulting or freelance services. Did you work in finance, construction, teaching, HR? Retirement doesn't have to mean silence. Offer part-time or freelance help. Companies love hiring seasoned pros with no hand-holding required. 4. Write a book or guide. You've got a lifetime's worth of insight. Write it down. A simple guide, a memoir, a how-to manual. Your voice matters. There are dozens of platforms, Amazon, Medium, Substack, to publish with zero cost. 5. Teach locally or online. Community centers, senior homes, Zoom workshops. Teach what you know, gardening, storytelling, cooking, resilience. They'll show up, and yes, they'll pay. Don't underestimate how powerful your normal feels to someone just starting out. Value isn't in what you did, it's in what you learned. The value of your experience isn't in the event, it's in the lesson. Your past heartbreaks, someone's walking into one right now. Your career pivots, someone's thinking of quitting. Your recovery from failure, someone's in the rubble as we speak. You've made it out of things people think they can't survive. That's value, and value is income. Rule number 5. Build wealth beyond money. True riches are inner. What are true riches? When you hear the word riches, your mind may rush to numbers, bank accounts, assets, houses, investments. But true riches, they don't rust, they don't fade, they can't be stolen, taxed, or passed down, because they're not on the outside, they're within you. True wealth is waking up with a purpose, speaking with peace, and going to bed without regret. The 5 inner riches that matter most. 1. Peace of mind. You can't buy this, not with gold, stocks, or status. Peace is the prize of a life well lived, of wrongs forgiven, of letting go. Have you forgiven yourself for what you didn't know back then? 2. Wisdom. This is the compound interest of life experience. It's what you earn when you learn from your past instead of resenting it. Every scar is a coin in your vault of wisdom. Wear them proudly. 3. Gratitude. Gratitude turns a simple meal into a feast. It turns a small home into a sanctuary. It turns a quiet day into a holy one. If you have something to be grateful for, you are already rich. 4. Character. Money comes and goes, looks fade, but character, that's your true resume. Integrity, kindness, discipline, these pay dividends in every room you enter. Your reputation is what people think of you. Your character is what God sees. 5. Love. Not the kind in romance novels, the kind that comes from service, connection, presence, love that you give freely, not as a transaction, but as an offering. Wealth isn't just about what's in your pocket, it's what's in your spirit. Invest in relationships, in peace, in moments. At 70, I started spending more time with my grandchildren, cooking, storytelling, laughing. That richness, no paycheck compares. Financial gain is important, yes, but so is joy, so is time, so is connection. True wealth is waking up with purpose, having someone to talk to, feeling proud of how you lived. 6. Use what you have. There's always a start. You may not have money, but you have time. You may not have energy, but you have wisdom. You may not have tech skills, but you have heart. Start where you are. I began by offering to mow lawns at 69, turned that into a senior services company. Small at first, then steady. It grew because I stayed honest, showed up, and listened. You don't need a master plan, just a beginning. Rule No. 7. Change your money mindset. It's never too late. I used to think money was for other people. I thought I'd missed the boat. Turns out, I was the boat. When you change how you see money, it starts to flow differently. It's not about hoarding, it's about creating value. It's not about fear, it's about freedom. Start tracking every cent, save a little every week, even if it's just $1. Celebrate small wins, build slowly. Wealth grows with respect and attention. Let me add these 3 to the 7. Rule 8. Let go of shame. You're not alone. One of the biggest weights I carried was shame. I should have planned better. I'm a burden. I'm too old to change. Let me say this. Forgive yourself. The world was not designed to make retirement easy. We're all just trying to figure it out. You're not a failure. You're a fighter. You're not too late. You're right on time. 9. Build something that outlives you. Legacy is wealth. At this age, we think of endings. But what if this was your beginning? Start a family journal. Record your life lessons. Pass on recipes. Create something that will bless your great-grandchildren. Legacy is wealth. When you live with that in mind, even your struggles become sacred. 10. Believe in the power of today. Every day is a deposit. You can't change yesterday. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed, but today is gold. Use it, invest it, plant it, learn, love, reach out, speak up, start that idea, budget that money, drink that water, say that prayer, open that laptop. Every day is a chance to build the life you want. If you're 70, with nothing saved, you're not broken, you're just beginning a new path. This is not about catching up, it's about moving forward. Getting rich at old age isn't just about money, it's about meaning. So take this old man's word, invest in your body, your story, your soul. Cut the noise, chase the quiet, let go of what didn't serve you. And know this, your richest years may still be ahead. Let me leave you with this, my friend. You see, getting rich at old age isn't just about money. It's about finally understanding what real wealth looks like. It's about waking up with purpose, not pressure. It's about having the freedom to choose how you spend your time, and with whom. It's about being rich in wisdom, rich in love, rich in calm, and yes, even in new income, if you believe it's still possible, because it is. I've seen folks build businesses at 65, write their first book at 70, learn to invest at 75, fall in love with life all over again at 80. So don't let anyone tell you it's too late to be wealthy, in soul, in mind, and even in pocket. If you're still breathing, there's still time. If you still have dreams, there's still fire. And if you still have yourself, you still have the greatest asset of all. Invest in yourself, believe in your value, and walk boldly, because getting rich at old age isn't a fantasy, it's a choice. Now it's your turn. Like this video if you believe your best days aren't behind you, they're ahead of you. Comment below, what does true wealth mean to you today? Subscribe to this channel if you're ready to keep growing, keep learning, and keep living fully, no matter your age. And remember, you're not too old, you're just getting started.